Right, you ready now? Let's see what this game's about. It came out the other night, so it's quite very new. There we go. Story. Let's do story mode. Let's just do easy. A little bit of combat.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Antea, we need to go. And I need to pee.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Death to the Legion.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
Brilliant. 1695.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Let's start again.
I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's
I'll
not
make
a
some.
bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
Beating him now. Right, here we go. Hurry up, slowpoke.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Antea. Looks steady enough.
Watch out!
Skip and hold.
Ugh. Is it just me or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices.
Alright.
I can break my way through here.
I'll be this way. Yeah. RB. That's RB I'm pressing now. So it's probably this way. Breakable elements. It's not here. Maybe. Aha! Found it. Right. Now what? Yeah. I have to go around the water, don't I, though? So I need to jump over that, maybe? It's a floof.
Petty fiend.
Everything all right down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
This way.
wanderers.
Where is he?
Behind you!
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box.
Is he invisible
How
now?
long these people are dead?
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
There might be a lot of bugs in this because it just came out. That's why I said I'm just trying it out, see what it's like.
Enough.
Banishments. When the banish guys just fall, press E to banish your targets.
Time
Okay.
to leave for good. Petty fiend.
Okay.
That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do?
A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles. It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
Right, where do we go now? To the inn or something, yeah? There we go. the brightness set down here? Ew, hate motion blur. There we go. Right, we're looking for the end now. And so then we can say, Innkeeper.
Get out of my way.
No fire starts on its own. Not in this cold.
Something must have given it a helping hand.
Look. Hmm. Lots of graphics everywhere.
We should ask someone where to find the inn.
So we're gonna go see him now. You found the inn?
This must be the inn. Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McRaith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I
Keep
assumed...
digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us?
Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You
Not
look do
guns,
what
though.
you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we are as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion. The pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now. And I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The Abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task, and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes. Our contract stands. For Charles.
All right. For Charles.
Right, we need to get the demon.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that. Like my father was before me. Faith and science
Warlock.
are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem. Which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Heroic work all round.
Indeed it is, madam. Indeed it is. But we do it all the same. Because we must. Aye. Because we must.
Because we must.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
Where did they
Those
go?
who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe We must stand our ground.
Goodbye.
Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
This guy is a demonologist, and the guy that I was going to meet has died. The Reverend. Place has been taken over by demons. So. As announced at the last town hall meeting, I hereby close the King's Arms Tavern, leaving the key to the Selectmen. There shall be no ale sold nor drunk until the curse is lifted, and I'll return. The store rooms are locked, and so are the bedrooms. God bless. Charity Crugget. It's a bit like Witcher, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Christmas herbs. I'll have to go across the street.
Damn it, Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people are idiots. These people are helpless.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
Nice and empty in the village. Nice and empty here, isn't it?
Antea, Red. Come in.
She's a widow now.
I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse. It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Goodbye.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find a way.
Oh, here we go. So, understand why Charles lingers. Investigate the study. Investigate the bedroom. Okay. I've seen her husband's ghost grieving widow. Esther was deeply distressed. Oh, the once joyful and educated good friend of Antea and Red is now a young widow who has lost her anchor and drifts unmoored on a sea morning. Right. So that's the clue. Gotta find more clues. To understand why a ghost lingers in the incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant intent is disclosed and you may complete your investigation. Right, I need to go to the bedroom now. Stop pushing me out of the way, you big lug.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
I remember the teachings of my master. May God bless their souls. Against the threatening unknown, when the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation, the sagitous and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art. The words, the meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as the French Cauchemar, or the German Nachtmar. Mare here comes from the 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is a puny fiend sneaking into the bedrooms to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirits defined by its only purpose is to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath on any living soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultists ever successfully banished a nightmare. But why? Could a nightmare be more than a ghost? I'm afraid so. I remember just a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about terrifying abilities of such entity, supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its targets to influence their thoughts and perception and make them endure their worst fear, able even to bend the distance or alter time. Oh, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmares victims can't hope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has risen upon us. How would we escape despair, death, and doom? I need more information, but where to get to find them, Charles. So I'm after a nightmare now. Silver brooch worn by Charles, engraved with a distinctive three hilted sword.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Lots of clues. 3 drops of lavender oil in chamomile before infusion before sleep. Wintergreen to rub fine palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm. So that's the clue now. Though children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalms 127:3. Oh. My dearest sister, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial. Shame of it. Shame on you. How I failed my dearest husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died, there to see him buried. Lord have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it is too late. Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you loved him so. Should know of his passing. I love Esper. Maybe that's why he's haunting her, because he didn't go to his burial.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther
Scott.
never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe, but there has to be more to it.
That's what I said. Must be angry at her.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Right. He keeps pushing me, like, he keeps pushing me out of the way. Shame on him. Right. So I need to find. need more clues. Loads of things here.
Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
That's the map of the world. That's America there. There's old England up here. Up here. And it's sideways, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, is that all Europe all together back then? Yeah. Africa's joined to Europe. It was, wasn't it? Before the sea didn't go apart. Plenty of clues here. Todver Die Toten by Balthasar Hans Pfannenfer. That sounds German, doesn't it? Yeah. And the fur. Hmm. This is 1600s, isn't it? So, none on this side of the water, and a few on the other. I know what that I came to New Eden as a minister in order to pursue research into the new world on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stone. And what strangeness have I found? There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable. They are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches. And if I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for a story. Charles. I wonder if KK's there. KK will have friends. So many books. Theological book from Charles' personal collection. Something to click on here. I can't push him out of the way.
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
No, he was hiding his hair loss.
Oh, it's a good wig, isn't it? Chess piece.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
And look here either. Job 7, 13, 5, 13, 15. 13. When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints. 14. Then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions. 15. So that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. She comes to me in dreams.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Hmm.
What do all these dreams have in common? Are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions foreshadowing, is someone behind this? Who is the real target and what caused this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot perdure.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found.
Right, to the cemetery. Is this autosave game? Let's save it here. Okay, downstairs it is. It's actually alright, this one, isn't it? You have all the investigations to do. Mm, 1685.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes, I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
To the black hole. There's an awful lot of letters from Charles.
Purcell, could you find nothing better?
These days, I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Oh, where to now? Cemetery, I guess.
This is Charles's. Esther, you know we can help you sort through things around the house.
don't know that I'm ready for that. But I'll keep it in mind. What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be alright?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles and help Charles with Charles. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
And onwards to the cemetery. Hello.
You'd be one of the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry, but if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your name, I have forgotten it.
Antea Duarte. You may happen upon my companion, Red McRaith, about the place.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The minister said you'd have questions. Well?
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
A name might help.
I'll not poison my parish with loose chatter. Besides, I have no name to give you.
Charles, Minister Davenport, said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business, and so they shall remain.
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here, and yes, the curse sits there too.
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death. Weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything,
Banisher.
everywhere, and all at the same time.
Banisher.
Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm.
Banisher, as
She
in
just
banishing
stands
something.
there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Show me your wares.
Care to trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
So I can sell fur. I could buy fur, sorry. Linen threads. Yarn made of warm wool. And let's see. I can sell. I've got two leather, wild turtle, and lilac, hyacinth. Yeah. So I've got 2 flowers and some leather. I looted them from the corpses before. So
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
you too. Okay, let's go and visit the cemetery.
A wisp, so close to town.
was going to say, the Wisp. Cemetery is closed by the order of the governor. I'll be okay, I think. So I'm here on the mission.
Where are you leading me?
Follow the Wisp.
More of you? I could beat you in my sleep. No one is safe here.
Vengeful spirits. Ooh.
Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
Yeah, this is completely different to Life is Strange. It's made in Unreal still, so it's pretty good. Mm. Let's see now. It's around here somewhere. Mm. Charles died here. I need to find the exact spot. Shouldn't there be lilies here? He said lilies is there. He said two of the horsemen are there, the Death and Famine. Down the list. Yeah, it sounded like that. It must be an iron sword or something. Or silver. Isn't that what they used to kill spirits? Which he used silver, didn't he? Against supernatural stuff. Right. I'll keep going this. Oh, here we go. What was that? A poof. Fungus. Sun's glowing. Oh, so that's pretty cool.
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers.
Alright. What's up? Yep, this will be the place here, I think. Expect. Yep, it's a grave. Done a tea. Yeah, I'll have to give it a minute. We'll now continue with the game. Let's get the banishing started. Tell you what, let's go over there first.
Many dead in more recent years.
More hoof. Charles, where are you? He's not here, he's back there. He's got to be somewhere here. Something over here. Aha! The wisp is here. This is it.
A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Perform ritual now. So I need pyrite and seashore candle. Ooh.
Seashore candle and pyrite will do the trick for the ritual.
I saw some candles somewhere. There. No. Rats. Oh, rats. That tells you where to get them here. Here we go. I've got the candles now. Damn it.
Well, you tried.
Don't pick on the Banisher. She's
There must
stupid
be
off.
rocks rich in pyrite around here somewhere.
Some herb there. Oh, seashore candles is a herb. I thought it was actually an actual candle. Got yeah. What's this?
That's all I need.
Pyrite. So now I've got plenty of pyrites. Got some hoof leftovers on the tree. Right, ready for the ritual now? Banishers can perform rituals. The nature of the site determines which ritual should be performed. Perform a ritual consumes resources even if you select an incorrect ritual. To refill the memories, you need to perform a hearkening ritual. Alright, so make manifest would make something manifest, and summons grudge would be something else. That's pretty cool. So this ritual helps one to tune into a fading but persistent memory by a lingering ghost, though compelling words, carving, or drawing of the constellation, like manifest. Using or knowing the tie that builds a ghost to the incarnate is generally necessary. Such a ritual may be channeled through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Taurus constellation, and sustained through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Aquila constellation. This ritual will force all types of scourges to reveal themselves. So we need a hearkening for memories. Ooh.
In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely...
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone! You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it?
So that's how he died. Right. Charles tried to make the spirit manifest. He fails. Charles was worried about the influence the threatening spirit had on the settlers' dreams. Facing the terrifying entity threatening Eden, Charles' heart gave out. Right. So that one's done. Exhausted by her grief, Esper was unable to leave the house to attend her husband's burial. After seeing her husband's ghost, grieving widow was deeply distressed. Right. He dies right here. There we go. Charles' Bible found half buried in the mud of the cemetery. It's opened at Job 7:13 to 15. 13 when I was saying my bed. Okay, so that's the Bible she did. This toy is doused with the essence of Child's Ghost. After a closure performed by Antea, the bond between the ghosts and the world will be severed for good.
The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. If I can find his grave.
Hmm. There it is.
Ah, here you are. Now is a good time for we old friends to talk. We've come too far, Red and I, not to see you one last time. Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you.
Oh dear, look at this. See what's the people of this guy.
Come on,
Ah,
Charles. Join me now.
what's going to happen now?
I know you're here. I know you're here.
There he is.
You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk. Esther worries.
Antea. Here. At last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. Is Red with you? There is no time to waste.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antea. But I am a banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antea, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
What did it look like?
I don't know. When it manifested, it appeared as Esther. My dear Esther. I did not see its true face, but I heard a woman. Not Esther, someone else. She was laughing. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died. The spirit is vengeance pure. The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antea. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport, your friend and mentor. You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles. Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antea, wait.
Wait for what? We're banishers. Death to the dead.
Let Esther choose for herself.
Oh, Lord. Please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord. Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave. Please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment. I should have known better. I know better now.
Antea, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Yeah.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
At least he's seen her now.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
Mm.
I'll
She
walk
takes no
Esther
shit.
home.
I'll do it. The women can talk.
She takes no
Then
shit, does she?
away to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is
Wait
at
a
rest
minute.
now. Antea, she gave him the care he needed.
She took no shit from him. You're the one thing that you're against. It's true though, isn't it? She's gonna be angry at me.
My Charles. Where do you think he is now?
He's... I don't know.
I miss
Better
the warmth of
place.
his hands. His calm presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I can picture him. He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are cleaned and pressed and folded. Nothing can ever be the matter.
You're right. He's at peace, and you deserve to rest. I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse. Good night, Esther.
I am glad you are here. Both of you. We need you.
Walking in circles there.
Good night, my dear.
Okay, where's the bed? I'll go in there. It's like a big, like that's a bar. That's a tavern? No, that's her house. That's massive, isn't it? Yeah. It's a nice house, this, isn't it? Does it look cozy to you? Neighbours are given some food and ale. She would like Esther and go in circles. She was going around here constantly. It's a big house for a little lady, this one. Oh my god. There's a study. I'm guessing I'm not staying here. Head back to the tavern, I think. Ah, so he was a teacher and a banisher as well. So technically, she's like a witcher, isn't she? So it's pretty cool.
Good day to you, madam. Antea Duarte is my name. May I ask yours?
Duarte? Duarte, you came with the Banisher, did you not?
I am the Banisher.
Right. So you're the face of hope, are you? You're what my tithes are buying. Let me have a look at you. Oh, right. Wow. I hope I'm wrong. Bathsheba Ingersoll, or I was last time I looked.
Bit rude.
What can you tell me about the curse?
Did Haskell not lay it out? We freeze, and at the same time, we rot. Minister Davenport said he'd summoned the best banisher there is. Can you lift the curse?
In my experience, most curses are actually hauntings. And while ghosts are treacherous, they're not invincible.
Well, I'd like to tell you I find that a comfort, but I'm afraid I would be lying.
It may seem like an odd question, but may I ask if the curse has brought you bad dreams?
Every time I close my eyes, I'm in the store. Coins fall from the ceiling, only a few at first. When they hit the floor, they break. Like rotten teeth. Or finger bones, perhaps. The trickle becomes rain. A cascade smashing down to flood the store. I try to flee, but the flood rises too fast. I drown in shards of broken bone. There. Aren't you glad you asked?
Yep.
What can you tell me about the town meeting house?
The minister closed it down. Said it was dangerous. Imagine. Worship is dangerous now.
Do you remember when and why?
The when is difficult to say. I admit I've lost track of time with the dullness of the days.
Tell me about your store.
Why? Would you like to buy some china? Some porcelana? A linen dress? That's about all we have left. You'll be shocked to learn that there is little demand for the finer things in life, and we have next to no supply of the staples. I should have gone when I had the chance. I suppose beneath it all, I'm an optimist. And that makes me a fool.
A very good day to you, madam.
You're optimistic too, then. Aren't we the fools?
To the schoolhouse.
Good day, sir.
You'll be one of Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. You may meet Red McRaith about the place.
Hugh Bachelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
Did you know the Reverend Davenport thought the meeting house haunted?
I did know that. To his shame, the late minister ended services and closed the meeting house. No wonder we are where we are.
And what do you think sits in the meeting house?
Miss, if the devil sits in our meeting house, it means that we, the people of New Eden, have failed to repudiate his works. Obviously.
What can you tell me about the curse?
New Eden is scrutinized by God. Better days lie ahead if his servants remain humble and true.
Do I detect a note of disapproval, Mr. Bachelor? I was hoping for a warmer welcome.
Oh, I don't doubt your honesty, nor your will to fight the devil. But we have prayed for salvation. And, madam, without wishing to offend, you are no angel.
Oh, shut up.
Do you have bad dreams, Mr. Bachelor?
You don't want to hear about those.
Try me.
In my sleep, chanting demons defile our precious meeting house and burn it to the ground. 2 poor souls are trapped inside. A man and a woman, screaming oaths and curses in strange tongues. I wake with a start and rush to the window. I am relieved to see the meeting house still standing.
Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
I shall not wish you luck. I shall wish you salvation.
Okay, let's go in the meeting house. The schoolhouse.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McRaith.
But
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
were you really about to banish Charles?
Charles would have done the same for your ghost or mine.
I hope he'd have at least hesitated. Charles was a good man, full of love.
Banishing his ghost wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been right. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too. A sin puts a gentler end to it.
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
You'll not escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost? You wouldn't.
You're a scruffy-headed lout, Red McWraith, and I will never let you go. Over my dead body, mister.
Thought I was meant to be the soft-hearted one.
You are.
Do you think Charles was right? This thing in the meeting house could be what did he call it? A nightmare?
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers. We'll see tomorrow. Now, to sleep. This was a dreadful day.
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Aye, poor Esther. Antea? She took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
Oh no.
Where are you? You're hardly in the meeting house, are you?
Going to the church.
Who's there? Antea?
We got the gallows.
Why would you go up there alone? I'm hoping. Antea! I don't suppose you spectres have seen Antea. You're the boss and all, but you could have included me.
See how they run, see how they run. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. Run, Red, run. See how they run, red.
Oh dear.
Run. See how they run, red. Run. See how they run. See how they run. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they...
Oh no.
Antea?
Blind. All blind. Red, can't you see? We never stood a chance.
Antea? You hurt? Where are you?
It's not her.
I'm here, my love. What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself.
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
Shit.
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hellsballs. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
No.
No. Antea!
Your lover will betray you too!
We are not your enemy.
I can barely feel a thing! You will suffer like I do!
We want to help you.
So gullible! You don't understand, do you?
Where's Antea? If you laid a finger on her...
You're what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only... retribution.
Give him back.
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your marrow, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak. Will you come to her aid now, when all is lost? If you do, I'll be waiting.
The icy ocean made a diamond from his grief, then buried it in his heart. The weight of his failure dragged him down. Outside time, drowning in the gloom, he spoke her name. Take me instead, he screamed, soundless, to the cold and silent waters. Out beyond the black veil of death, something heard his cries and reached for him.
Let her go. Take me instead. Let her go!
What's happened now?
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
She who rescued you. Tended you for days on end. Weeks, maybe.
Weeks? Oh, God. What have I done?
Get your strength back before you beat yourself up.
She's dead.
Yes. That's why you're here. And why I was sent to look after you.
Who are you? I feel like we've met, but I'm sure we have not. I feel like I know you forever. But do I?
You're confused. It's normal. You've been near killed by a nightmare, you've lost your beloved, and now you've a witch by your sickbed.
Which?
Witch. I go by Seeker. Find the Banisher, said my mistress. Tend him, and answer any questions he asks you before you leave him be. So, how do you feel?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Means you're alive, and you haven't given up.
What am I to do now? How do I do it alone?
You're not alone. Have faith. If Ceridian had told me more, I'd tell you it. But you must have faith.
This isn't what I want. Not like that. Not without her.
No one gets what they want. You get what comes. And if you survive, you get changed by it. You've a hole in you. A yawning, grimacing pit in your soul. That's love, that is. The hole won't fill because the love won't die.
God, what have I done?
Here's the thing. Unlike most, you get a second chance. I suggest you seize it.
Why'd you pull me from the water? What's your business with me?
I have no business with you, but my mistress does. Ceridian says the wall between the living and the dead is under threat. You, it seems, have a part to play. This is mine.
You've lost me.
No, I found you. But so did your grief. And it demands to be felt. You may think you're done with your ghosts, Red McCraith. But they aren't done with you. I'll go now. Rest. Why ever my mistress saved you, she has good reasons. The best.
Where are you going?
Home. To Ceridian. She needs me.
Where shall I find you if, or when I need to?
Maya marshes. Great big swamps other side of the woods. You can't miss them. We'll know when you're coming.
Till we meet again then.
That's right, Banisher. Now, turn around.
What?
I'm leaving.
She's embarrassed.
The hell?
Her magic in front of them.
Where am I?
Where am I? Sunken ships, broken ships.
Damn it. What am I doing here?
Pyrites.
God, fella, now is not the time.
Hellhounds? Oh.
What? Come on, you mongrels!
What in the hell am I doing?
Nice water.
Am I the last bloody living soul here?
Leave me alone! Away with you! Away with you!
God, what is happening? What? Antea?
All the rubbish around. Right, where's that waterfall? Nothing up here, I think. Must be this way.
Oh, there! Antea! Oh, God. This isn't happening. This can't be happening. Antea! Call me to you!
Where am I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry!
Hmm.
I'm here! Lead me to you! Spectres. Here. Antea, are you there?
Where is it?
Damn it. Right here. My love. Right here. Tis you. No!
I have you.
You have me.
Come.
No, don't go.
I'm here. Follow me.
Where are you going?
Over here.
How do I get up here?
I have you.
I'm right here. Where are you? Where have you gone? Antea! You seem weak. You need rest.
I feel hollow. Do not be troubled.
How could I not be? To have lost you and found you like this. And you're hungry.
That's one way to say it. Yes.
What can I do?
Charles's Bible. The tie that bound his ghost. Some essence remains upon it. For now, it will do me. I needed this. I feel better.
Look at you. At us.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. Truly.
The living should not truck with the dead. I've known that since childhood. I learned the hard way.
You never told me this. What happened?
It was a lifetime ago. For now, it doesn't matter.
How are you feeling?
Awful.
And with a few more words?
Angry, frustrated, useless. We should talk about what happened. After the meeting house, I mean.
What do you remember from after you died?
I remember the suddenness of my death.
I remember nothing but...
After that, a nothingness. Timeless, lost. And then I heard you. You spoke my name. I searched for a way back.
I woke up in a cave. Been rescued by a young woman named Seeker. A witch's apprentice. She was proud to tell me that. Her mistress had sent her to take care of me.
Witches rarely show themselves. Intriguing that one would help us.
I think we should go back to New Edentown.
I agree. To free me, I believe we must reclaim my body. I refuse to be this way. I'll not abide it.
I'm so sorry, my love. How can I help?
I'm a ghost. You're a banisher.
I'll not banish you. I cannot, Antea. So you die. You can't ask that of me.
If that's what I wanted, you'd have no choice.
But you don't wish it, do you?
Not before I've had my revenge. Not before I've seen the nightmare defeated. By you and me both.
In the schoolhouse, he joked about bringing me back to life. Is that possible?
Yes. The ritual of lesser palingenesis. It's extremely difficult. Highly dangerous.
I could try, right? You'd teach me and I'd bring you back.
It's an ancient ritual. It requires power. It consumes essence in large quantities. We're talking about human sacrifice. Murder.
Just maybe we could consider it. I mean, if there's the slightest chance I could bring you back, I'd take it.
It's a dark ritual, Red. It's tempting, and that's dangerous. To think of being back in your arms. I'm tempted too.
Could I give you your assent?
That would be the simplest solution, but not the easiest.
Why?
My body is my tie, and the nightmare still holds it.
In the meeting house, but before she let me fall, I swear she dared me to come back.
She's as devious as she is powerful. She won't just hand it over.
Then what shall we do?
If we are to return to New Eden Town, we must first learn more about our enemy.
Charles said nightmares don't appear without good reason.
Yes, we have a mystery to solve. Witches to meet, people to find, and questions to ask. And then you'll help me go, one way or another.
I will. I swear it, my love.
Rest. You need it. I'll stay close.